Good morning, everybody. Well, I hope you slept well. Just wanted to show you something because star will not be contained. Cannot contain a star. Is there a parable in there somewhere? I don't know. Maybe. I'll let you think of that. Containing light, trying to capture light, kind of freeze light. You know, that just happened recently. So, is that terrorism? Should we not trap light? Let's go crazy for a second. If light is an angel and you freeze it, isn't that cruel and unusual treatment of an angelic being? I'm not saying these are facts. I'm just saying we don't know. And I'm willing to entertain ideas. Because I'd hate to think we as a people are doing something that is hurting someone unaware. Look at the woman who discovered radiation, who died from radiation poisoning. What was her name? Torianos? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But what was her name? Wait, you know what? Let's look it up. Who was the woman that discovered? I don't know if she discovered radiation, but she discovered something. Isotopes. Okay, woman. Why can't I remember her name? Who discovered radiation? Ah, Mary Curie. That's right. We learned about her like in high school. Mary. Now, is it Marie Curie? Or how do you pronounce her name? See, this is life. Life is a rabbit hole of discovery and learning. Right?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so I want to show... That's not why I brought you here today. I want to show you the new situation we have here. Because So Mama is like, oh my god, this is crazy. I put like this wall up here, but Star, she climbs up right here. She'll climb up. And you know what? And if you put these things up, it gets too hot in there. You don't have room for the air to flow. So some things have to change and adapt for safety reasons, in my experience. So what we've done is we've kind of created a little wall of the cardboard going around, making a giant play area for them now. And of course, Mama has her food. And just in case the babies are ready to eat, they've got food and water. It is kitten food. And I do have kitten kibble I can put down for them too. But they're basically, if you're wondering how old they are now, they are 4 months. I'm sorry, no, they're not. They are 1 month, I was thinking 4 weeks, 1 month and 2 days old. Wait, no. Yes, 1 month and 2 days. So, look at this cute little guy. That's Zen. Mama, you can hear her like a playground custodian there. Wait, what? Okay. Star got out. Look at this. Star's under there. Star got out through there. Mama's like, let me move my shoes. Me and Valerie and Joyce went to see a really cool, funny comedian magician, Eric. What was his name? Eric at the Funny Bone in Cleveland here, and he was very funny. Some of his magic was actually really good. Oh, Eaton. Eric Eaton. I gotta look him up. Because he was pretty good. He was very funny. And he did some good magic. He did this one magic trick with a Rubik's Cube where he actually like passed it around the room and had people everyone had like 5 seconds to like solve it. But that's obviously that was a misdirection, right? So the Rubik's Cube gets all mixed up. I don't know how he got out. That's crazy. Okay. All right, so... Okay. Ones together. Can you imagine me trying to figure out how to do this with 6 cats? All right, so... Okay, so Eric Eaton was awesome, and he had passed that Rubik's Cube around for people to figure out, and then he put it in a paper bag and said he could solve it in like 5 seconds. And he puts it in the bag, and then he pulls out a perfectly done Rubik's Cube, and everyone's laughing because it looks so obvious that he had 2 Rubik's Cubes and one was in the bag, right? So he's playing around with the bag, he's doing all sorts of stuff with the bag, and then he goes, screw it, and he rips up the bag, and there's no other Rubik's Cube inside. So, I don't know. Obviously, there is some part of the misdirection. It's such a long misdirection that it gives him time to move the Rubik's Cube. I don't know. It was pretty good. That was a good joke, or a good magic trick. And he was very likable. He was a very likable guy. Yeah, I really liked him. Then we went to the Lakewood Solstice Steps for the movie Elio, which I then realized I have seen. Look at this guy. And well, that was interesting. Are you okay down there? Hi. And that was really fun too. And there's so many people there. And some of the little kids running around, there was one little girl who was like doing hopscotch, and she reminded me, I've been spending so much time with these kittens, they totally reminded me of like one of my kittens, like the behavior, so much. They reminded me of Star, I think, so much. Wait a minute, is Star gonna eat the kitten food? I mean, they're about that. I think they're kind of like at that age where they're ready to eat. Star did eat. Yay! Well, that's so good for Mama. Mama can relax a little bit more, not having to constantly feed them if they start eating regular foods. Yeah, Star is actually eating wet food. That's great. Yay. First time. There is, it's like with human children, the firsts are always really special because you remember a time, I think you were so worried that they wouldn't live, like, especially in the olden days, I'm sure it was probably even more intense. But, like, she lost 4 babies. And because of 3 of them being caught in their umbilical cord and they're knotted in their legs, and it's horrible. And 2 of them, I think, suffocating, or maybe being undeveloped. There were some issues, and I was so worried about these 2, but they seem to be fantastic. They seem to just be perfect, and they're so. Oh my god! I literally didn't sleep for 3 weeks, making sure that they survived. Constantly moving Mama, who would lay on them. I think she wasn't trying to hurt them. It just, she had her own blind spots. She's a young first-time mother. She's only a year old herself. And look how hypervigilant she is, Maybe a little bit too hypervigilant. So I really am trying to help her as best as I can. I like this. This is a good little... I might have to extend it to include the fountain for Mama. Although Mama could jump over. But the thing is, if she's constantly in here, that's why I put the food in here, because she won't remember to eat it if it's outside of it, because she's so focused on what's happening in here. Do you want to get them back in there so you don't... I think she wants to go back in there so she can relax. Because there is a sort of a hypervigilance. But look at these little guys. I mean, wow. They're so precious. Mama, what are you doing? Come on out. Oh, they're trying to get to you. Okay. Alright, where are you trying to go? Should we move them? Alright, we can finish the video now, and I will help you move your kitties back, okay? Okay.